Aquaba, welcome to Dan S channel. Disclaimer: the content of my channel is not to offend, but sharing my journey from Jamaica to Ghana. Yeah, still saying Ghana is the gateway to Africa. Yes, still calling out the diaspora to come and take a peek at Ghana. And always remember, you don't have to live here full time, part time, half time, or even a vacation. All that. I'm still saying that. We're going to talk though. Because the DNS channel will always keep it real. We are flood out. Greater Accra flood out. Is Greater Accra flooding out? We are dead out in Greater Accra. Our lives being lost. If you can't handle Diana's real talk, thanks for popping in. It's time for you to exit. Rainy season, yes. This is the worst rainy season that I've experienced. Yes. Rain was heavy. But what is unconscionable and what you cannot defend is a habits that have been formed, a 9-day wonder talk, meaning that you rail up, you create a lot of noise, and then it simmer down as soon as the sun starts to shine. Persons who have come into God and have led for whatever reason, and social media is the thing. Everybody, most persons, if they have something to say, they're going to drop it on. Sometimes they don't even like some of the things that's being said. Yeah? But off camera, we're moving around, we see. How many times you have heard about the gutters? Yes, uncovered the state of the gutters. Way of life. You don't have to go in at the deep market to see certain things. Not too long ago, and that was raised on the Dynasty channel, when there was an exercise. Yes. Is it the mayor? I hope I got that correctly. Doing a massive clean up. And Dan S was like, yes. How long the cleanup lasts? Social media is a wonderful thing. And at the same time, a terrible thing. Because there are some things you can't hide. So all the videos doing the rounds and you're seeing filth and grime, because I'm going to touch on 3 things that Diane S. has observed in the 4+ years she's living in Ghana, in Greater Accra. To the right, to the left, you're traversing. Whether you're up on your foot or you're in a car. Once you're not blind, you can see clearly. Filth on the roads. Vendors. The gutters becomes the toilet. The garbage bin. You name it. I have said to persons when I'm walking and I see them through, I say, why you throw that right there? Oh, madam, this is Ghana. You don't find that shameful? That have nothing to do with floods. That has nothing to do with the floods. You have to hold people accountable. Leadership. That's why some people have to run down certain positions in life generally. Because you see, when you take on leadership, popularity is not it. Because when you have to do the tough, there are those in doing the tough will never be popular for those who have no love or care for a people. Sanitation is a problem. Structures up and down is a problem, but I don't have to outline that. You know that. When are you going to tear them down? When are you going to enforce by locking up those? Yes, jail them, fine them, and jail them. For running afloat of the law continuously. You're not supposed to be hop skipping and jumping over garbage. When you're in your vehicles and you're driving and you can't hold, stay in the traffic, your eyes don't see. You're not repulsed by the odors permeating around. This is a Ghana thing. You're not able to fly into all the regions in this country of 34+ million. I was told the other day that Greater Accra population is 6 million. I kept on saying 5 million. So you're talking twice the size, almost 3 times the size of Jamaica, the land where I was born. So some of the noise No, that's why I mean, come at Greater Accra. Don't. It's Ghana. It's Ghana. It's Ghana. I saw what we call MoMo Beach out there, the marketing manager justifying 50 CD for entrance. And that, and you know, guys, you have a lot of eateries over that side. Couple nice restaurants on the beach. I've been to one or two. Yeah, but I make complaint. Yes, I have complaint. Two, I need to complain to. I said the stench. See, I have to try to get like a bleach and clean out the drain because I can smell urine. Yes. So when you go to dine and nothing costs under a certain amount of CDs, how can it become the norm that the fragrance you're smelling is of urine? Yes. And so the marketing manager, of course, the whole of that era is on social media. And you see the rubbish, however where that is coming, how far that is coming from. Because guys, I've recently learned that Greater Accra, and fact checkers can find out if it's right or so, that a third of Greater Accra, a water, a lake valley, you name it. In other words, it's not fit for habitation. You shouldn't build yourself. So do the maths. You want to tell me that they don't know about that? You and I don't want to know that. We're not born here. And even some of our diasporas that have been here for decades, do they know that about the land? So you have that to think on. So we'll move on over to the developers. Developers, you don't know the land. Where you mask and camouflage it. And you build up lovely apartments, duplexes. How does that work? I put it to you, greed. Greed. That which you demand of others, you must demand such of yourselves. Do not demand of others that which you do not demand of yourselves. Do not demand others to be accountable when you have no intention by your actions to be accountable to a people. When I saw a mother, agony, I can't just imagine, because Dyness is very visual. You telling me something, I try to get a picture of it in my mind. Our two kiddies, Ashley, dead. I was not affected, thankfully. But the fact that I was not affected in part of where I live when you have that mindset or you have that persona where as long as you're good, you're good, you never know about heart collapse. Because none of us are God. And you just never know what will reach you. So empathy and crying out for what you see, that in this case, with the heavy rains, that 90% of the aftermath has absolutely nothing to do with the heavy rain. It has everything to do with who run things and who have been running things for a mighty long time. Way before I was born. I dare say way before my parents and their parents, my grandparents, were born. We say Africa is the continent where the labor force is going to come out of. It's young. Europe is old. They're aging. USA, Canada, Africa, this continent. That's why you have certain investors hopping in, have been here, and those coming in. Ghana is poised and has been for quite some time to receive them all. Because when you have investors coming in, whether one man, two man, or big business, conglomerate, that's jobs. That's jobs. That's well needed. And so the excuse, yes, I call it excuse. I don't want to hear a thing. Because some of the utterances that's out there, please don't even bother. You deal with your yard. You deal with your yard. Clean up your yard before you flash. You can do something about the way in which rubbish is disposed. If a people don't change by your talk, you can't keep on talking. It's time for action. And if you're too emotional and you can't do the hard, you can't tear down, you can't clean up, you can't give them warning, 72 hours warning out of this flood, that the damage that has been caused, then you should not be holding those positions. What you tell those that lose a loved one, the mother with the 2 kids. I saw a Ghanaian designer underwater. I mean, I'll pass out. See, literally, I'll pass out. You feel it. And he showed you some clients' clothing. It's called, what was it called? The Cultured Man. I think that's his IG page. You know. What I'm saying is that when he took us, hear me, he took us here because you're watching, you're the audience. I felt it to my gut. Then I saw another man, businessman. And he's probably in his house through the window and his car submerged and talking. The emotion. Then I saw it's a mechanic have a couple of high-end vehicles underwater. What am I going to do? What will, you know? If it was your vehicle, what are your expectations? And then the whole other rubbish. Jamaica had some things with the plastic bag, you know, with the plastic, you know. They might ban that, you know. Maybe Ghana need to ban up some things. So wherever you are in the global space and you look and you see it, be true to yourself. And I have to say the words, you know. What come out of your mouth when you see it? What come out of your mouth when you see it? What you say? Talk to me. Real talk. Lord, Ghana. $6 million, Greater Accra. I understand that some places, the name as we know it, their Ghanaian means that area is Deep Valley or that area, whatever. I say it again, they know. They know. We don't know. So you invested in Ghana? I think I shared on the community post. Minister of Foreign Affairs, it was said, I think it was 32 Jamaican companies coming in July, a delegation looking to invest in Ghana. And whoever your handlers are, you better ask the real questions outside. For whatever you invest in, you better know how the place set, where. Ask the questions. I've said again when I talk about due diligence, you have an idea? It's not a likability thing, it's not a popularity thing, it's what needs to be done. I am thankful that a developer that I support and promote sent me videos of what their present development looked like. I appreciated it so. Because before Dime S had to ask, it was sent to me. So I say to you, yeah, it's still Destination Ghana, yeah. But hear what you're going to do. Land, any of you have your land right here now, and you're not in Ghana, whoever is handling it for you, you won't get some real pictures. Those of you buying into real estate, get some serious, real information on the land. Called drainage. is important. And you must have common sense to know that if you put up structure, no matter how you try cover up water, whether you cover up a river or you're covering up the lake, no matter how, yeah, you never know. So things may be okay for years. That is not the answer. The question must be, what kind of land it is. It just takes one time. I am saying, if you do not take the extra mile with your investment, there are so many horror stories. So many horror stories. There are business people that are not going to come on. The loss is significant. For me, it could even be business as usual. May I tell you the truth? What should be the appropriate response? You ask Dines will tell you. The military, where them there? And when you're out and about, because sun shine now, sun come, you're going to see action. Especially if in ongoing, supposed to be sanitation campaign, clean up. The same people you're talking come back. An area called Circle. A thriving business hub. Transportation services out there around that area. Your VIP. Madness. That's madness. That is a people thing. It's a people thing. You can deal with it. You can sort it out. Will shame force you to do what you need to do? It better you ball now when you're enforcing it. Make them ball now than dead. Or lose what they have personally lost. Gutters. I was told that when they cover the gutters that the people them steal it for scrap metal. That's not a surprise to me. So what's the other option? I go jogging in the morning, crack a dawn, and I just took a little picture. And I'm going to put that on my profile. Also, shout out to zoomlion.com, waste management service. New garbage truck coming. Thank God. When Dan is telling you a garbage truck nice and clean, you must understand garbage truck. That's a whole different story. So I had to stop and ask that, if they had a business card, because I want to get the full information. But I just took a little, you barely can see it, but it's Zoom Lion. Yeah, the online. Impeccable. Keep up the good work, whoever owns that company. Cover up the drain them on a profile picture, look on it and see look like concrete or whatever it is. Don't use the metal there. Because yes, I'm gonna take it off on the scrap metal and do the things like that in Jamaica. So that is not a big shock. But there's an option. It can be dealt with. Punish a people. That's what law and order is all about. Law and order. Law and order. And so my heart goes out to all those persons who suffered. Ghanaians, your people, do not demand from others that you do not demand of yourselves. Do not demand better from others out a door, and you do not want better for your own. Shame. You're supposed to feel shame. You're a part of association. You jump and prance to the good, you have to talk. It not look good. There are some things you just cannot hide, so you end up looking so silly, And we deserve much more because we are much more. You have a voice, speak up. You're diaspora in business, yes, it may certain things. No, you still have to pass through certain things. You can't blind your eye. You can't blind your eye. Don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself. You don't have to jump over. Fissy. Luxury. Stop it. Talk it. And when you say you're back broad, that means you must take it. And then you do, because it's not a lie. But right now, this face doesn't look too nice. But the good news is, it can sort out. It can sort out starting from today. Military may have to whip some people. Yeah, yes, Diana said it. Yes. Because there are some other countries where I say, boy, they enforce it. The nature of flesh and blood is to be disruptive and break law. In Jamaica, they used to say laws are made to be broken, but we used to talk and laugh and say, boy. So you have to enforce it. Because what is being practiced here now, the kids emulate it. It becomes their habit. And the population will continue to grow. Africa loves baby. Africans, they get pregnant. Plenty. It's not a continent that tell you say you're not having a baby. Let me stop there. I'm not even going to touch on that. The bottom line is an ever-growing generation. My friend in South Africa reached out and said, I know the flood I go. I said, I'm all right, I'm good. I said, you there, South Africa, March. She says, Dan, what a time to be alive to rot in. Just laugh. South Africa doing their thing. Them say they don't want no illegal, undocumented people in them country. Them not care what you look like. And that is why I say to diasporas, anybody that coming in, and if you connect with Dan is, regularize yourself, because what is today will not be tomorrow. Regularize yourself. So guys, this was a hard one, but I had to say something. I had to say something. The images that you're seeing, it's real. I'm here, boots on the ground. And I sincerely hope as someone here who is now a citizen of Ghana, dual citizenship, Jamaica, the land of my birth. I'm here living in Ghana. I'm promoting Ghana. I'm still promoting Ghana. But I have to keep it 100 with anybody that reaches out. Because the opportunity is here. Seek help. I don't care whether the experts are white, yellow, blue, green, orange, pink, black. I really don't care. What I care about is that this beautiful country stands tall every time, remains the gateway to Africa. And no matter how much money you have, it no matter whether you jump and prance and pre a World Cup, you're still a step back into filth and grime. People who don't want to hear and don't want to keep their surroundings clean. You often hear they say cleanliness is next to godliness, and every crevice and corner there's a church. Church leaders, oh no, do. Their voices talk about it. I'm a Christian, I'm a churchgoer. Take action, please. Ghanaians deserve better. Even those that do not think they do, by the habits that they have formed and the type of enforcement that I'm saying you need to do. Their children and children will benefit from a cleaner Ghana. You know, your developers. You need to take some enforcement when they are concerned, where they are concerned. People must pay. People must pay for their greed and sufferation that it'll cost and have cost those who buy water house from them. Guys, take care. Please like, share, subscribe. And again, those who are interested in Ghana and you want to read, you want to know, because that's what my consultation is all about. Send me that email, jmtoghana@gmail.com. Ghana is now my home. And yes, I can take it. I can take it. Those who may not like the talk, it's okay. You're free to express yourself. You can't shut them out unless I choose to. Thank you. God bless.